are you getting now? If I can get you 40% more, would you be interested in coming to me? That's happening even today. And they want to retain this talent because they already invested huge money on this guy, and he has sucked in so much of company's money in the name of this training, that training, going to Germany for missionary training, Japan for this training, and now this guy is ready and he is going to tell, buddy, pay me 40%, I'll stay here. Okay? The market is changing, but sometimes we need to retain them. These guys can make a difference. And finally, some companies, if they are not able to identify a talent within, they bring the talent from outside. If you closely watch, in some companies, there will be a person who's sitting in a bank. Let me take a bank as an example. There will be a guy with 20 years of banking experience working in a bank. But suddenly, in a private bank, they will bring a guy from Pepsi or a Coke and make him as a branch manager. And guy with 20 years of experience is still a banker at a level which is lower than this guy who is hardly 28 years old. And when we ask the bank, why do you do this? We need guys to sell who can go around and bring money. And that's the talent to me now. But this gentleman can take care of process. But I need those kind of fire in a belly. Sometimes talent is hired from outside. Okay? Now, how do we identify a talent? Is there any method of identifying a talent? There are various methods, but this is something which I found to be very interesting. Let us take this matrix. There is something called job competency. There is something called willingness to perform. When the willingness to perform is low and job competency is low, they are low on both. He is a misfit. He can be a wrong hire. He is a confused character. He is a dejected character. He doesn't fall under talent. He will not fall under talent. Company is not bothered whether he is going to stay or not. Friends, when you enter a company, sometimes it will take time for you to adapt. Okay, 3 months it will be very difficult. At that time you get dejected, you are lost, and slowly you will feel this is not my area. And let me tell you one thing, in less than a year if you quit, and if your resume tells X company, Y company, 4 or 5 companies is less than 6 years, I am finished. I have no place to be a talent for the next 20 years. I am threatening you, and this is a fact. Because at a very young age, you are not stable, and over a period of time, your instability has become your habit, and you have not learned anything fully. How can I trust you and put you into a system? Okay. Second, some people, their willingness to perform is very good, but they don't have job competency. These guys can be trained, they can be coached, and they can be lifted in the organization. In the long run, we can call them as a talent. Here is one character, job competency is very high, but willingness is very low. He can do the job like that, but there is no motivation. We will try to motivate this guy beyond a point of time. If there is no self-motivation, I don't call him as a talent. I cannot have an unmotivated person as a talent. I don't want to do that mistake, because there is a talent who has got both. I have the willingness, I have the competency, I am willing to grow with this organization. If I don't respect that guy and if I respect this guy, those guys will quit the organization. That's how some people quit the organization. What they tell is, I am in the system for 7 years, I have given my heart and soul, but some guy came yesterday and that guy has given everything, and so I am quitting. Where there is a human being, there will be biases. Okay, that can never we can never get rid of it so soon. And now here is one guy, look at this, job competency is also high, but willingness to perform is high, but sometimes, right, he is not able to do justice, because we don't give them proper support, there is no infrastructure, there is no communication, there is no information, so he is still a non-performer. But if I give all these things, this non-performer will become a performer, and he proves to be a talent. So quickly, to sum up whatever I wanted to tell, when a fresher joins a company, stay in a company for some time, allow the company to spot that you are a talent. Once you are spotted as a talent, do justice for their investment, stay with them, learn with them, grow with them, and then take a decision when you are going to be called by some other company as a talent. Done? Thank you. And this is my last speech for the day. I take this opportunity to thank MMA, Sea Change and SRM for giving this platform to exhibit the little knowledge what we have, and the audience who were here yesterday night who still came back today morning. A great thanks to you. From you we derive the energy, and you require a great round of applause.